Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript for Beginners. I am your tutor, Samuel. This course is designed to provide you with fundamentals in JavaScript, true concepts and hands-on practicals. And I hope you enjoy this course. So what will you gain from this course? First, understand core JavaScript concepts, write JavaScript program confidently, and use functions and arrays effectively. Now, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a text-based scripting language used on both the client side and the server side to create interactive web pages. So with the client side, JavaScript is able to run on the user's device, which is basically the web browser, on your mobile phone, your desktop, or the laptop. With the server side, JavaScript is able to run on the remote server. So this is basically a computer which has been set aside to host websites. Now let's look at some of the features of JavaScript. JavaScript is a high-level programming language. So imagine writing code in zeros and ones. This is going to be very hard. But with JavaScript, you'll be able to write code closer to the human language, which makes writing and reading of code very easy. Also, JavaScript is an interpreted language, which means that the code in JavaScript is being run line by line. For other programming languages, all the code must be compiled into a machine-readable format before the code can be run. To appreciate JavaScript programming language, let us take a look at its history. As far back in 1995, web pages used to be static, so it means websites used to only have images and text, and users could not interact with the website in terms of typing, scrolling, or clicking on buttons. Netscape, which was a web browser, was very popular and had over 80% of the market share. So they decided to solve this interactivity problem by making websites more dynamic. Then, in the same year, the JavaScript programming language was created by Brendan H. So this underwent series of name change, with the first name being Mocha, and then was changed to LiveScript. At that time, there was another programming language, which was Java, and it was very, very popular. So to benefit from the name and its popularity, LiveScript was changed to JavaScript. So this is to say that JavaScript and Java has no relation. Modern web browsers comes with JavaScript engine built in. JavaScript engines are programs which read JavaScript code and execute them. So let's take a look at some of the examples. Web browsers like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and Opera browser use the Chromium JavaScript engine. The Safari browser uses WebKit, and Mozilla Firefox uses the Gecko. Let's take a look at some of the things JavaScript can do. JavaScript can modify page contents, such as text and colors. JavaScript can react to click, which means we can use JavaScript to determine actions to perform whenever a user clicks on a button. Also, JavaScript can be used to send network requests. As JavaScript runs on our web browsers, it has been designed in such a way that it cannot read our device contents. To work with JavaScript, we need to set up our environment. We either use integrated development environments, which is the code editor, or a browser console. Now, what is an IDE? IDE is an application which streamlines writing of code, debugging, and testing. Some of the popular IDEs include Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, and IntelliJ IDEA. For browser console, we can write tests and small snippets and also test for errors. Now, how do we access browser console? You can access the browser console using the F12 key and then clicking on the console tab. You can also access the browser console by right-clicking on any web page, clicking on Inspect, and clicking on the console tab. Now, let's perform an activity to run our first JavaScript code.